So this is the only video I'm going to make tonight, and of course it's about you, Adrielle, and for good reason, because unlike you, I had priorities. I had the night off. However, 3 people at work called out, so I had to go in. I didn't have to, but I chose to. And I had my grandchildren. I had to send them home, which broke my heart, but that's what adults do. Moving on, I want to show everyone something that is your own words.
Doritos.
Doritos.
Yeah.
That's a lie. I never wanted to have children.
I'm pointing this out for a few reasons. The first reason, we all knew that. It's beyond evident that you never wanted to be a mother. So thank you for confirming it. But what really got me is, again, why must you continue to prove to your children how much you despise them? Saying it on a live that you know people screen record. So you know it's going to be out there. And they're going to hear that. You already, I'm sure, in an everyday life, let your children know in one way or another that they were not wanted, that they are not loved. But to actually hear it come from your mouth, as a mother, it's heartbreaking. Those children, as I said before, should be in a therapy chair right now. They'll definitely be in one later, but they should be in therapy right now. The trauma, the damage that you are causing these children, it's heartbreaking. Another thought that someone had pointed out, like I had said, you are live all day and night long. So these children are gone during the day to school, and they come home, and you're there. You don't even acknowledge them. You don't get off live to make them dinner. If you make dinner, you do it on live. You don't sit down with your children every night and have a quality meal with them and have family time. Ask them about how their day is. You spend 0 time with your children off camera. That's heartbreaking. Again, I already knew that you didn't want children because it's evident. But to actually hear you say it, admit to it, that's soul crushing to those kids. Shame on you.
Yes, Rach. Have you ever not had sex and months later saw that you were pregnant and had to put the clues together?
A few things about that part. Number 1, Adrielle, we all see how loose you are. I'm sorry, but it's facts. You can say that you go months on end without it, but I mean, in a span of a month, I saw you with at least 3 different men. And to answer your question, no, I've never, even before I was married, never. I never got pregnant, but had I gotten pregnant, I would have known exactly who it was. But what was ironic to me was, this is the same person that stated, I can't be with someone who's not vegan because, I can taste the meat in his mouth and his saliva. Ugh. But you're going to have unprotected activities? Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm just curious if you've ever experienced that, like motherfucking Mary.
Ouch, Adrielle. Ouch. You're using people from the Lord in vain. And I'm not sure where you were going with that. Are you trying to say that you just became pregnant, like, with no other person on the other end? Like, what are you getting at there? I don't know. But you sure do seem to be losing it. Just saying. But let's move on.
God brought me to a home right next to his home where they don't have holy water. I wish they had holy water. But where there's always an open door and where God embraces you with his arms. And I truly believe that God brought me here. And I am totally blessed that
Okay, Siggy, a few things. Number one, nice pity act. I know what you're doing. I can see right through it. You see the downfall of you happening, as we've all warned you for months. You see it. You're feeling it now. So you figure, I'm going to try a new trick. I'm going to go to the church. I'm going to walk through the doors. I'm even going to try to shed some tears and use the Lord's name. It's all a ploy. But what really got me is I thought you were atheist. Please, someone, find that video and send it to me, because I know for a fact you said you were atheist. You said you didn't believe in God. So which is it? Don't believe in God, or he spoke to me and he brought me here? I believe in God. My God's a wonderful person. I've never said I was atheist. I also believe that you get what you get because of your actions. If you're a good human being, then normally you will get good things happening and good vibrations, whatever. But if you're a vile, rotten human such as yourself, you're going to reap what you sow. But nice ploy trying to bring in the church, Adrielle. All it did was anger us even more, because you clearly said you were atheist. And one last thing. Let's look at these. You can pause to read if you want. But is this not you talking to your ex, Dawn, Adrielle? And you write, sue me. This is what got me. Pause to read it. There are a few key words in those texts that you sent to your ex. You're upset because he's allowing the trolls to tell him the truth, and he's speaking truth. He's actually speaking facts. You know, all the things you tried to paint the opposite. But the key words in there was, you said, if you don't give me their name, I will blackmail you. I will destroy you. You'll blackmail him, huh? Isn't that what you're claiming's happening to you? That you were blackmailed, and because you didn't abide by it, then said TikTok creator got his manager to wipe away all your accounts? Funny how that correlates, huh? Yeah. Adrielle, just take the loss. Pick yourself up by your bootstraps. If you were truly this amazing person like you state, you would pick yourself up by your bootstraps and save your children as you state. You would do like what any good mother would do, and you would go out and get a job before it's too late, because you're going to have to move. There is no way you're going to be able to keep that apartment. So a good mother would go out and find one, if not two jobs. You already leave your children alone all day and night long, even all night long. So go get 3 jobs if you have to. But a good parent does what they have to support their children.